you got to have a great burger. Just a great burger. And what is this? This is called the private stock steak burger. Boom. Let me do the math for you. 5.33 ounces. Save big time, $39.98. I would stock up and get that 24 because that brings it down to, drum roll please, under $5. Under $5. The restaurant burgers now, they're like 20 bucks at a restaurant, Ray?
That is correct.
20 bucks. Look at this, baby.
And they are not this.
And they are not. Well, what is this?
So this is very, very special. This is what we call our private stock. This comes from steak. This comes from a ribeye steak, a strip steak, a filet mignon, and a sirloin steak. And then we dry age these. Now, we don't do any other dry age burgers but this burger. So this is a drying process that takes 28 days. Dry aging.
You age the burger?
Age the burger for 28 days. And what happens, Rick, is it just takes that beefy flavor to a whole nother notch.
No kidding.
It has an incredible flavor.
Going in.
It's going to be incredibly tender. And what I want you to see, I want you to notice, you can see inside of here how loose, this is what we call a loose knit, right? We actually fold this meat together. So folding together makes it really, really tender when you actually bite into it as a burger. But I want to also show it to you as a steak, right? Because when I take it as a steak, let me take a second.
It is a steak burger.
It's a steak. So let me show you here. Here's our steak. Here's our steak burger. I'm going to cut it like a steak. And I want you to see how it actually cuts just like a steak. Look at that.
Give me strength.
Right? This will be the greatest steak that you have ever had.
Guys.
And of course you get
your
that.
Mouth watering? We're very busy on the phones. How often have these been on?
Not very often, I will tell you. And again,
I never tried it.
No, because remember, it just comes from that ribeye, strip, sirloin, and filet. And I'm going to show that to you in a minute. But I like it because I can just eat it just like a steak, right? I mean, well, you can cut it with a fork, and that's because of the way we actually make these. But think about that. How is that? Is that incredible?
Oh, my God.
You get that beefy flavor.
Oh,
man. You get the soft texture because...
It's an aged burger.
Yes.
It's so juicy. The meat, the meatiness really.
You get that beefy
Why does the aging do that? It breaks down the fibers?
Well, it does break it down, but what happens when you dry age, it's a little different, Rick, because the drying actually takes the moisture from the outside of the burger and pushes it inside the burger.
So it's not a dry, in other words, just so people know, the dry aging doesn't make a dry burger.
Doesn't make a dry burger.
Just the opposite.
Exactly the opposite. It takes all that.
Oh, this is amazing. So, guys, these are great. By the way, look at the size of these. So here's the story. If you want to get them, they're massive. We're very busy. 400 people shopping right now. These are 5.33 ounces. If you want to stock them and get 24 of these, it's under $5 a burger. You save $39 and change by doing that. Come on in and get. These are a steak burger, meaning, Ray, they come from steak.
They come from steak, and that's the difference, right? Think about when you go to a grocery store and you get a burger, right? You get that box home, you open it up. You know what's in it? You don't, and neither do I. You see all the frost that's around it, right? You see, you don't know any of that. And of course, when you put it in your freezer and you pull it out 2 months later, 2 weeks later, you really don't even know anything about that, or even if it's a burger. This is what our burgers are made with. New York strip steaks, ribeye steaks, filet mignon, sirloin steaks. We take all of these steaks, we take them, blend them, fold them together, and dry age them. So as we're dry aging them, once they're completely dried at the 28-day mark, we then go ahead and noodle them, turn them into this beautiful burger, and then we fold that meat together. Now, you know the Rastelli burger is all plump when you cook them.
Yeah.
It's because of the folding process, right? We don't press our burgers together. They're folded together, and what do you get? Well, what you get is this. You get juiciness.
Look at that.
You get
bad boy, guys.
Look at that. I mean,
come on in. The private stock is here. The dry age is here, which doesn't make them dry. It makes them more moist.
Right.
And that is delicious. They are huge. They're thick. They're not going to shrivel up. You get it. You get it with that pink salt, by the way, which is fantastic.
Pink Himalayan sea salt. Yes.
How do they come packaged?
Well, and that's the nicest part about it. I will tell you.
Here we go, guys.
Our burgers, we've been doing this, and we only do this for our QVC family. You're going to get a bag like this. This bag has 12 of these burgers in it, right? And then what's nice is each one is individually vacuum packaged. So look at this. You just pull out
500 people on
one
the line.
burger at a time.
I'm in.
Right? And
now,
again,
do you cook these from frozen?
Right from frozen.
Yeah,
yes. Different. Yes.
You thawed out the other guys.
Steaks were
guys.
thawing,
What's for dinner tonight?
not burgers.
I don't know. We didn't thaw anything out.
Right.
I don't know. We got to go through a drive-through. We're going to go to a restaurant. Wait a minute. We got the private stock in the freezer.
Yes, and they're going right on your grill from frozen. Now, Best way to cook these. Now, you could do these on the Blackstone, right?
Yeah.
That Blackstone's an incredible product. This drops right on top. You're 4 to 5 minutes on one side. Do not press. Once you're at 4 to 5 minutes on that side, you're going to see some of that moisture coming to the top. You just take some of that pink Himalayan sea salt, drop it on top, flip it over one more time.
Great note. Don't make these a smash burger.
No, make these just
Let it
about
go.
4 more minutes. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a burger that looks like this. I want you to see the size of these burgers, right?
Yeah.
This one's going to come right off the grill.
That's a $20 burger right there,
This one's
man.
going to come right off the grill. Look at the size of this burger. They do not shrink, right? I'm going to put that on top. I'm going to put a little bit of that.
Frank, my producer, we go to a restaurant together,
Look
right?
at that.
We ordered the burger. That burger is not that thick, and it costs, and it's not a Rastelli, and it's $20, guys.
Yes.
How dare they? We're not going there anymore. That's what he just told me. This is it.
The nice part
Come to my house.
Yeah, and what you're really going to be amazed about, and I will tell you, our QVC family has called me time after time after time that our burgers are on. They say, oh my goodness, it's the biggest burger we have ever seen. Now,
That's great.
There's a couple reasons. Number one, we start with a really big burger, right? And I want you to see it in a bun. So look at the size of it in a bun. But it doesn't shrink. The way you're going to prepare this on your grill or on your Blackstone, 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side, what you're going to see is it plumps. It actually plumps. Now, we've known that burgers never plump. They always shrink. Not the Rastelli burgers because of the proprietary process that we use to make these burgers. And it's the most amazing thing when I get all of our QVC customers calling me and saying, Ray, how is it that your burger actually plumps? Look at that juice. Now, you're going to have to do the Philly lean when you eat this because it's going to be on your shirt.
Yeah.
Right? Look at that moisture that's coming out of that burger.
Get the bib.
That really is a special burger.
If you're on the line
big,
right now, in the last
big.
couple of minutes, by the way, 5Z payments on everything, including this private stock. You can get 12 of these. Go for it. It's great. You're going to love how they're individually packaged and how you're going to get cooking from frozen maybe the best burger you've ever had. But if you step up to 24, you don't save 5 or 10, you save $39.98. $39.98. Keep them in your freezer. They're always going to be there. The pink salt's coming along with it. This is great. A 2024 Customer Choice Food Award winner. Man, oh man, these are great burgers.
Yeah, so I want to show you something because I want you to see, here's how the burgers come. Frozen, right? Everyone is individually vacuum packaged. Here's a fully cooked one. You see any difference?
No,
right?
I don't.
You don't. And you know why? Look at the thickness on this burger. It's the largest burger we've ever produced. It's 5.33 ounces. That means it's a third of a pound. So one burger can easily feed 2 people.
Including auto delivery, by the way. There's 1,000 remaining in 12. There's fewer than 1,000 in the 24. If it's in your cart, check it out because you could miss out. This, hot pick, big story, free shipping and handling. Auto delivery, you keep the shipping and handling being free going. That's every 60 days for 1 full year. But the timing is right now.
Oh,
like, man,
it is.
Spring is here.
Yes.
The grill, you're taking the cover off the grill. You're picking up the Blackstone. Memorial Day is coming.
It's
4th of July is coming. It's right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
It's burger time.
And get to 24 because I'm going to tell you, the reason for it is you're going to go through the 12 really fast because once you put them on the grill, your guests are just they're gonna love it. And the next question is, where did you get them? How do I get that burger? Well, you're part of our QVC family. You're the only people that get this burger. Our private stock burger goes nowhere but on QVC. Nowhere.
600 of you have it in the cart right now to check out. Let us reboot. Let's just start over. People joining us right now, they've not seen this yet. They've seen you, Ray. They've seen the steaks, but they've never seen the private stock steak burgers. So let's describe.
So let's think about it. You've got black Angus beef coming from the Midwest, steaks, strip steaks, ribeye steaks, sirloin steaks, and filet mignons. We dry age them, not wet age, dry age. And if you go to a steakhouse and you get a dry aged steak, you know they are extremely, extremely expensive. We then take those steaks and what we call noodling them. We put them into a form to make our burger. We fold this meat together. We do not press it together. That's why it's so tender. It's why you can actually eat it like a steak, right? It's going to be wonderful as a burger, but I will tell you, as a steak, you're going to absolutely love it. And it'll be the most tender, juicy, flavorful steak you ever had because dry aging is a very, very natural process that makes it what it is. It is very special. And Rick, we only do it here, and we don't do it very often here.
So, we've got them back. The private stock is back. Stock up and save on the private stock if you want to. And the ideas are endless. The ideas are endless on the salad. The ideas are endless on the burger. But make no mistake, it comes from steak. That's where it comes from, and that's what you're going to be getting, and that's what you're going to be enjoying. So 1 more minute to go. Ray, I'll give you the final thought.
Well, you know, we call it a burger, but it's a steak. It's a steak burger. It's cut from strips, ribeyes, sirloin steaks, and filet mignons. And when I can cut it like a steak, right, just like this, to make a steak, or let's decide to do it as a burger like this, and I can cut right through the center of that burger with my fork. You know you've got an incredibly tender, juicy burger, or you've got an incredibly tender, moist steak that you can go either way.
Great to have you here.
Either way, it works the best for you.
M134396. Stay in the line if you're on the line. Save $39.98, get the 24. I'm going to say goodbye. In the Kitchen with David starts now. Come on in, guys. Coming in, Rastelli family. And we'll see you on the other side. Big Now You're Cooking Day. David coming up next. Stay tuned.